G'day guys and welcome back. I'm a bit happier now. We're getting to the final stages of our repair and painting process. This is step, I believe, number 5. We had a step 4 and that was going down to the store to pick up our paint, which we have here. And it's been mixed by Dylan at Autobarn in Cranbourne. What a professional. Anyway, so we're ready to paint now. We've got our colour, it's Bace. It's been matched to the same colour as the panel that we've got here. So now it's just a matter of just getting those final preparations in. Now, just on this particular paint, this is a metallic, meaning it's a base coat with a clear coat over the top. Now, if this was a solid colour, with this final sanding, you would only need a 600 grit abrasives to finish off the primer and finish off the outer area where it's been sanded with the 400 grit. So with a metallic, you'll need to use an 800 grit abrasive, and the reason for that is the base coat, metallic base coat, doesn't have the same sort of coverage as a solid colour. For example, a solid colour is like a white or grey or a black, something that doesn't require a clear over the top, so it has more filling power. But with a metallic, it's a very light finish, and it will show scratches if they're any deeper than the 600 grit. So that's why we go up to the 800 grit and start sanding. So as you can see here, this was already sanded, and but what I'm going to do is just go over the top of it with a bit of 800, and then just to finish it off, just to get rid of all the 400 grit scratches and pick up all the little bits of overspray. As you can see there's a bit of overspray, and it just powders up a bit. So what this is going to do now is just take care of all the 400 grit scratches from the primer, and won't show up any scratches later on. I've rubbed through in a few places, but I'm not going to worry too much about it, as this is only a demonstration. But it's you'll see how well the primer picks up the base coat will pick up, because it's a darker colour. It'll pick up any slight rub throughs, and there's still only primer under there anyway, so it won't be such a big deal. But we'll go from here, and then what I'll do is, after I've done this, I'm going to stop the video, and then I'll go back to the external of the repair, and that will be using a Scotch-Brite with some matting paste just to take the shine off it, so that it'll create what we call mechanical adhesion. So then basically when I put that base coat on top of this area as well, it'll have something to bite into, and that's basically it, and it cleans up the surface and makes everything uniform. All right, now we're coming to the matting paste part of this video, and that's just a matter of putting a little bit of this matting paste here onto your red Scotch-Brite. Make sure the Scotch-Brite's red, and that basically all you're doing is you're just rubbing it all over the guard, just like that. And what that's doing is it's taking off the shine on this panel. You just go over it like that, like you're washing a car, and make sure you get all the areas that's about to be painted. Now this matting paste is abrasive, and it also has some soap in the formula, so it keeps it from sticking. Now I'm going over every part of the panel and giving it a good thorough clean and deglossing. So basically all we're trying to do there is clean the panel and make sure there's no gloss left on the panel. Now just give that a bit of a squeeze like that, and you can see there a lot of the gloss is gone. So I'll just give this a quick wipe down, And then, so I'll grab a chamois to do that with, or a sponge. Probably a sponge is best. Okay, just wipe it all down like that. Now this panel's pretty close to being ready for that base coat paint. I'll just stop it here for a minute, wipe this down. I'll grab that chamois after all. Probably the best way to clean it, to dry everything off. Now what we've done there is basically removed all the gloss that's on this panel. If you can see now, it's a lot matter. Most of that clear that was glossy is now just a matte finished, and that is a good indication that we're ready for the next stage. Okay, now that we've done that, we've gone over the whole panel and deglossed it, and as you can see there, everything's very, very dull, which is perfect, and will accept the base coat of the paint. Now, next thing is, this is all very important things that you need to do. Normally a repair like this doesn't take that long, but because I'm having to stop and start and explain everything to you, it's going to seem like it takes a lot longer than really it actually takes. Generally, to do something like this, you're done in an hour, if not less, apart from the fact that you've got to allow for dry times and things like that. But basically you just move on, do something else, come back to it and work on it. But now it's important to wax and grease. At this stage, very important to get a fresh rag. Don't just pick up, like I did the other day, a dirty rag and use on it. But again, you just wipe it on there, just like so. You can really give it a good wash with this. And then get another clean rag and wipe off. Okay. Now it's very important at this stage that you don't go back and touch the panel. Leaving your handprint on there at this stage is detrimental to what the outcome's going to be. You'll make a mess of it. This is at its cleanest point. Now the next thing is called a tack cloth. Now what this is a cloth that's impregnated with some kind of resin. Not too sure what it is, but the best way to use this is to open it up. Most of the Autobarn stores will have tack cloths in their range. So just grab one, and I think they come in a packet of 2 or 3. Just grab them. They're cheap, but they're a lot cheaper than, it's just hard to come apart, but they're a lot cheaper than using them, having dust in your paint. So what this does, it picks up all the lint and dust that may have been left on that last rag. And the best way to keep these is just scrunch it up, pop it in a jar so the resin doesn't evaporate, put it on the shelf for the next time you need it. Okay, so now we're ready for the next process, and that is the actual paint application. Everything's cleaned, there's no dust. I should really remove this carpet from there because it's probably got a bit of accumulated dust on it, which I probably should do. And then we'll go from there and apply the base coat.